let's get some learning done. I got to go do a dump run. It's supposed to rain or snow tomorrow, like 80% chance, so I want to get some learning done today. Hang on just a second here. I have been tuning this thing. And I use that word loosely because I really don't know what I'm doing. But I've been doing a ton of research on
starting route to 43979 County Road 22.
I've been doing
then turn left.
a ton of research on tuning, and there's a ton of information on YouTube. You just gotta find it. And that's what I did. And I learned a lot of information. I didn't learn near enough, but I learned enough that I can at least drive the truck now. So the last time you saw it, I couldn't drive it. It was over fueling, and get my Monster in for the morning. It was over fueling, all that good stuff. So got it pretty well lined out, did a lot of tuning, just tuning. Police, thank God it's not me. They like to mess with me too much, State Patrol. Anyway, we're gonna go for a look drive here. I got some running around today. I probably will end up putting, I don't know, 200 miles on the truck today. Gotta go do a dump run. I've got to run up, go pick up some medicine from Walmart. Then I gotta go hit a grocery store. Now, I live out in the middle of nowhere. You can't see my RPM, but that was about 3,500, and I've been fighting an issue where I can't go above 3,000, or it spits and sputters at above 3,000, so that was just a quick test. Anyway, I live out in the middle of nowhere. For me to go anywhere outside of town, and I mean, I'm in a town of like 700 people. And for me to go to Walmart or anything like that, it's like a 45-minute to an hour-long drive. So basically, I'm going to go to the dump, shoot, which is about half an hour away. And then from the dump, I'm going to shoot north about an hour to go hit the Walmart that's my medicine's at. And then from there, I got to shoot west. Yeah, west. I got to shoot west to go hit a Asian grocery store to pick up some ramen and stuff like that. So yeah, we're just gonna go for a cruise and let this thing learn all day. Oh, and then after I hit that Asian store, then it's about another 45-minute to an hour-long drive home. So basically, I'm just doing a big, huge loop. But it should put about 200 miles on the truck today. Should give me plenty of good information to learn. I don't know why Target AFR is saying 13.1, but I guess we'll run with that for now. I had an issue the other day. And I'm trying to remember what caused issue. Basically, the truck overheated. Oh, so I'm running Hedman headers on this small block Chevy 350. No, is it Hedman or is it's got to be Hedman? I'm pretty sure it's not Hooker. I believe it's Hedman. Anyway, I had the stock coolant temperature sensor in the driver's side of the head. I had the one for the ACEs in the passenger side of the head. Well, the passenger side of the head, let me rephrase, let me start over. So the stock coolant temperature sensor is at the passenger or driver's side head in the front. The ACEs I had on the passenger side, but the plug's in the rear. Well, in the rear of the head, on the side of the head, but more towards the back, there's a lot of heat that was being generated there. Ended up melting the plug for the coolant temp sensor, which in turn melted the wires together. It shorted it out. It's like it shorted out the PDM. It was weird because watching Tim's video, Action Vulture, he said, you know, when, let's say your coolant temperature sensor goes bad, it defaults, the system defaults to 122 degrees or something like that. Mine didn't. It left the truck running, shut the fans off. So the truck overheated, got up to like 265 degrees. Luckily, I was in the truck, I was messing with the tunes, stuff like that, and was able to catch it. Shut it off. Truck, you know, was real upset. I jumped a couple wires together just to get the fans going. You know, then once the fans were going, I started the truck up. It immediately cooled back down. Ended up having to go to O'Reilly's, which is about an hour away. Picked up a new plug for that sensor. Hoped and prayed that the sensor was still good, which it is. Relocated, or I pulled the sensor, the stock sensor out of the driver's side head and put the ACES sensor in there. So now I don't have the gauge anymore, the stock gauge, but at least I have it on the handheld. So, lesson learned, you know, be careful what you're doing. You're going to want to be aware of heat. I didn't even think about it, to be honest with you. If it had been stock exhaust manifolds, it probably would have been just fine. But these Hedman headers, you know, with no wrap on them, maybe that's what I need to do, is I need to wrap them. That would definitely have helped. Maybe I'll do that this winter, is I'll wrap them. They're long tube headers, Hedman long tube headers. So there's that. Yeah. That, honestly, is probably the biggest issue I've had with this system. If you hook everything up properly, you know, all your wires to where they're supposed to go, stuff like that, the proper locations, everything, you know, you follow the... Damn! Another state patrol officer. Anyway, if you hook everything up the way the directions call for, I am not going 58 miles an hour. If you hook everything up the way it's supposed to go, then you won't have hardly any issues. Yeah, you're going to have to work on your tune and stuff like that, but I mean, that's just part of it. The system does its self-learning, but you know, nothing is ever perfect. You're gonna need to go in and make adjustments and stuff like that. It'll self-learn, but what you should be doing, I think, is using that to help you make your tune. So, anyway, haven't had any issues with the ASIS system. I love it. I am in love with this. The truck has never ran this good. It's got plenty of power-ish. Still needs some work. The one thing I am running into is the truck hits a dead, I don't want to say a dead end, it hits a brick wall at 4,500 RPM. It will, more specifically, 4,444 RPM. It will not go past that. That can be cured with a tune. You know, I've mentioned several times I want Nomadic Dyno Brian Stillwell to tune the truck. He can fix that issue. It's not an issue on my part, it's an issue, I think, in the tune itself. I don't know. I can't imagine, you know, I have the, everybody, as soon as I said that, you know, it hits a brick wall at 4,500 RPM, all of you immediately went to, what's your rev limit set at? Rev limit was set at 65. I did lower it down to 58. Just to see if that's going to make a difference. 5,800 RPM. It's not that. But at this point, I'm driving the truck, you know, I'm doing the speed limit. Really? What more can I ask for when, you know, snow's coming? Winter's coming. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. I guess we got, you know, in another week or so, we have a band of heavy snow coming through. I don't know. So I'm just getting what little miles I can get out of this truck now before the snow falls. This truck will not be driven in the winter. It's, first of all, it's two-wheel drive, which doesn't bother me any. What bothers me is this truck has zero rock. And if you know anything about the north, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Illinois, South Dakota, North Dakota, they love their salt on their roads. I want no part of it. This truck wants no part of it. I own a wrecker. I own a tow company. My wrecker is so rotted out that, you know, it really just needs a brand new cab at this point, or a replacement cab. I don't want that kind of stuff with this truck. You know, I don't want to have to worry about rusty bolts and everything like that. So this will be a, you know, spring through the fall, park during the winter, and it's not even going to hit the road in the spring until all the salt's gone. So going up a slight grade here, you can see the AFR. It was at 11 and then it went to 15. Fuel learn percentage is learning. Anyway, I'll bring you back when we get done with our loop-de-loo here, and I'll bring up the fuel table, or the fuel learn table. We'll see how everything looks, and maybe get a little bit of tuning done. So I will see you guys then. Alright, so we just finished up at the dump. And I really don't like how the target AFR is set to 13.4. I want to bump that up to 14.3. Now, what am I looking for? I don't even... It's going to be hard for you guys to see this and me see it, but I don't exactly remember. What I'm doing. First of all, let's pull up. Oh, you know what? I should probably open load successfully. Okay. So, custom item, stock fuel table offset. That's not it. What I want again, let me just say again, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Don't follow me. You see, this is what the Aces has been learning. This right here, I need to add more fuel, but we're going to reset this because I need to change my target AFR. I have this running in 2D, which target air fuel ratio right here. So let's take I wish I could track it. Oh. Right now the map says it's 12. Target AFR is 13.4. But I have that set to PSI. I wonder, is there a way? It doesn't look like it. So, you know what we're gonna do? Let's try this. Hey Siri, what is 12 PSI in KPA? Oh, you stupid. I can use ChatGPT for that. So, what am I looking for? 12 PSI to KPA. 82 it says. Okay, so this is where we're at, is right up here. So let's change all of this. To, we will say 3,500. Let's bump this to, ooh. Actually, you know what? Let's try this. Fill same, or offset selected. Fill same values. Let's do 13 or 14.3. Okay. And then let's just see what happens here if I smooth the table. Um, 4,000. Again, I don't know what I'm doing, so be aware. I am just, at this point, guessing. I really like that 14.3. I like how this progression right here. So let's see. Can we do the same here? Smooth. Okay. How's that look? There's this valley here. So let's take this whole thing again, smooth it one more time. Okay. All right, let's try that. Save. First we'll go in here, we'll save it here. Yes. And then we will just go into the handheld. AC or the USB, save it there. Yes. Oh, you know what I didn't do? We're gonna have to go and do this all over again. Well, not really, but fuel self-learn table. We want to clear the table values there. Okay. Then save. Do it again. It's just easier rather than copying and dragging and everything. It's just easier for me to save this twice, once to the computer, once to the USB. Okay, and then we will go down here, choose eject, save to remove hardware. Okay, close this. All right. Plug this in. We're gonna shut the truck off. I still have a dieseling issue that I haven't figured out yet, where when I shut it off it diesels, so I gotta figure that one out. Okay, go here, files, manage files, USB file. Take that to handheld. Yes, we're going to overwrite it. Go back, download calibration to the Fusion. Version 3. Download. Yes. Alright, so now at this point, I'm going to just go about my driving for the day, let the system learn, all that good stuff. This next video you'll see is after all that driving is done, and we can really get into seeing what the truck's doing and did and learned, and going in and adjusting the fuel tables. Again, I am not a professional. I'm going off of what I learned on YouTube. So, I still have a starting issue too. Yep. And then I have a starter issue apparently. So, anyway, that'll do it for today. I will bring you guys back in a new video and we'll go over everything. So everybody have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me what the hell I'm doing wrong and I'm a dumbass and all that other good stuff. So, point is, I love this Aces, man. This is super fun. The tuning is super fun, even though I still don't know what I'm doing. I'll keep saying that. Never said I was good at this, but this is fun. So, I will see you guys later. Have a good one, everybody.